Good evening, Mayor Minky and City Commissioners. May I hand this dirty pass down? Congratulations to the gentleman before me, because I've been a whole year and I've had no success yet. I'm here before you again today because when I looked at the records that the city had, I contacted all of y'all. No one's returned my call. They told me Mr. Hensley was on vacation. I still haven't heard anything. The issue isn't resolved. When I looked at the records, we found out that Mr. Tashaham's neighbors in Chapel Hill had sewage damage after the Holders family, and that they were paid a month later. In fact, 20 days. They were told the same things, take an itemized list, submitted to Mr. Hensley, and they would be paid, and that's just what happened. They all were paid. The citizens over there gave me their names and numbers. I supplied them to the Enquirer News, who was supposed to, Mr. Bart Newkirk was going to write an article a month ago regarding this, and the article never came out. I don't know what happened to it. But the people in Post Edition, Ms. Bradley and Ms. Robertson, had sewage problems and they weren't having paid. So I don't know if they're choosing to pay by whatever, but we know we haven't been paid. I also went to Great Food in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is a mediator, professional mediator. I had to pay them. They wrote Mr. Tushahami and asked for a mediation, and he denied them. He refused to speak on it, and the city's deadlocked at the $5,000 that they want to offer us, which is very much insufficient. The people in Chapel Hill got paid, and they should have been paid. They had sewage damage, and I'm glad they did get paid. This gentleman, if he had speedy service this morning and they acted, I'm glad. It just didn't happen that way for the Holders family. We are a year over waiting. This happened June 11th last year, and nothing's been done about it. And I still have the silver. Mr. Hensley figured our value at Google prices. The people in Chapel Hill submitted their forms, and they were paid exactly what they submitted. They weren't re-evaluated at Google prices like the Holders family was. I think this is an outrage and an insult. All of you have this copy. You all have looked over it. You can tell the prices on here are absolutely ridiculous. There's no way you're going to have items that are on here costing what they do, and I don't think you can buy them anywhere, including the Goodwill. And I think that's very unprofessional with the city and their things. Why they're doing this, I don't know, but the citizens of Battle Creek needs to know. And why the article's not printed, I don't know that either. But I'm going to do a mass thing and have everyone come in and see what's going on with the city. I did petition the governor. I asked her to intervene because I can't get any answers. Nobody's talking. Mr. Tushahami refused to speak to my sister, whom he's never met, but he's a public figure, and I don't understand that either. Unfortunately, I can say whenever I call Ms. Wickler, she calls me back and she responds, as well as Mr. Binky. That's all I have to say. You all have the list, and have a good day. The list that I gave you, though, Servpros on the records, you see they were paid.
Your time's up. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.